and it is in these, among these I am, where my decision is expected to fall, and what are my clear-cut objectives. Whether I am looking for my economic incentive or a public policy, or as part of this social responsibility. So the second stage would be, in common sense would say that, okay, now establish the decision making criteria. Now, with respect to this, while establishing the decision making criteria, you have to take account of the which system is at risk. No. And for instance, your dedicated transport networks are not so vulnerable than your offshore installations. So your priority would be, okay, we can still continue with the existing dedicated networks, oil and gas pipelines, but definitely we have to develop some mechanisms to get alerted about any of the extreme weather events in order to ensure that we have safe operations being carried out. Who is the risk receptor? Is it the people in the neighborhood areas?
People also in the consumer.
Yes. Or pricing part of it also comes into that. Or is it that aquatic ecosystem because of the oil spills?
Especially the BP case, you had to pay $2 billion damages.
So all stakeholders can be like that.
Yes, that's why we would be concerned about, because the problem could be because of the pressure from the interest groups. So that's part of the when you are identifying the problem. So after this, if you come to this stage, then these you have to have clarity about that what is the exposure unit, who are the risk receptors, and then what is the assessment endpoints. Okay, in other things, it says that you create a certain threshold. Okay, up to this extent, I want to safeguard that interest. So while deciding about these, you have to be very clear about Okay, the kind of issues we have with the nuclear project coming up in Kandukurum, that one part is saying that we are safe. It has no threat and there is no possibility of any Fukushima-like nuclear incident. But still the protest goes on.
In nuclear, I guess things are so secretive that you don't know what is safe. That Japanese are supposed to be the safest, and there also it has happened. So after that trust level on the
Yes, as in Germany also at the same time saying that we are shutting down all the, that creates a sense of panic. For instance, you have your existing nuclear power plant, but you want to come out with some kind of a measure to convince that okay, that's safe. Then also this kind of a framework of decision making would be applicable. So it's not just that quantitative, but qualitative as well. But for the project, initiation of a project, you would look for some quantitative hard facts which can be, give you an insight into the scale of the risk and its impact on your likely flow earnings over the period of time. And one important thing, you would definitely like to decipher what makes the correct decision. Because you are acting in a scenario where there is not much information available at your hand. There is uncertainty involved. Are you ready? Please don't mind that, but I would like that everybody should be well. I should wait out and sleep. But still I can.
if you're not feeling well, then
So what makes the correct decision? And for that, your cost factor would come in. What is your level of public acceptance of your decision? That would be in the backdrop of your mind that, okay, if you are heading a team who is struck with such a problem. Now, let us look at what are the questions that you should be asking at this stage. What is the decision-making culture of your organization? Either it's a top to bottom or a bottom to up, top. In which way the flow of information is likely to take place? Who is the ultimate decision maker in whose the authority of decision making is vested? Has the climate change already been accounted for at a strategic level? As we were saying that, okay, even at the civil department would take up the designing issues of the pipeline. And then, has the consideration of climate change been adequate earlier? Does the strategy take account of all possible climate change outcomes? What resources are available to help you in decision making? Do you have in-house capacity? You should be looking at some kind of consultancy services. Has the exposure unit or instructors at the risk been identified? Has the assessment endpoints been identified? Have assessment endpoints, that is the threshold, and the time scale over which they will be assessed been agreed between the decision makers, stakeholders, and the risk assessors. So all these are real world problems. Now all the project management issues we negate. What weight we are going to give to economic factors or non-climate factors, I can say that, then climate factors. Because once you have set the decision-making criteria, then only you can move to the next stage. So what you have here is stage 1, then you have stage 2, that is identifying the decision-making criteria. Then obviously the third stage would be to assess the risk.